Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Norm's Friends. I'm David B., the readings guy, 603-404-9338. Also, you can reach me at biffid@yahoo.com. That's BIFFID @yahoo.com. So real quick today, let me just say one of my favorite quotes, which is actually the name of a song. You can't be dumb if you want to be free. None other than Bootsy Collins. Check them out. Today, all I have is my Soul Tarot cards. Why? Because I have a guest today, Laura Shanahan, and go ahead, take it away. Introduce yourself. Let them know how they can get in touch with you. Right that way.
Hi, everyone. My name is Laura. I'm Laura Shanahan. I am a teacher by trade, but lately I've been working with tarot cards. I do intuitive card readings, which means I work with oracle cards, tarot. I use decks called Lenormand, and I have one of my favorites, the Lover's Oracle, today. In addition, I do soul readings. So if you're interested, my website is Angels and Tarot, and I'm out of Andover, Mass. And I'm excited to be here. Thank you so much for having me in here today. I'm excited to do some readings.
All right. Do you have a phone number they can get in touch with you, or is it just website?
Well, you can go to the website. It's angelsandtarot.com. I'm also on Instagram. In addition, you can call me at 978 or text me 978-943-6595. And you can also just email me at laura@angelsandtarot.com.
All right. So we can just remind everyone, we want some practice. Who wants a reading? You want to make a comment? 603-640-3091. So, Laura, let me ask you now, how long have you sort of been into the tarot and...
Well, the tarot, me and the tarot have been on and off since a teenager, actually. I was in high school when I first got into it. If you've ever looked at the deck, it can be a little overwhelming. And I picked it up and I did readings with it and I didn't understand it. So I put it away. I picked it up again in my 20s. I tried it again, didn't get it. Then I picked it up in my 30s. I was living in New York City at the time. And I actually met a person who was doing readings on the street. And, you know, we chatted and he told me how he did it. And it was, I stayed with it a little longer that time. I, as I said, I was a teacher. I went to Thailand to teach and I brought it with me. And I would give teachers readings and kind of worked with it. But like everybody starts out, I'm going to look for my little book. And you know what I mean. It's this little book. You all read that and you kind of peek at it. But again, when you're looking at the book, it doesn't stick with you. So put it away. And then finally, in this last, I don't know when, 5, 6, 7 years, I picked it up. I worked with it. I studied it a little more diligently. And I worked with it. And wow, it kicked in. And they've become my friends. And once I figured it out, I mean, this all goes to learning, right? And how the brain works and how long it can take you to process something. It just kicked in. So if you do tarot readings, stick with it. And sometimes it just has to percolate in your brain. And then now it's just like my friend. I can pick it up. I miss them if I don't use them. I try to use them every day, and I just pick them up. And each deck has its own little flavor to it. And I just so enjoy playing with it and so enjoy doing readings for people. The emotional release for people is unbelievable. I do it with a sense of synchronicity. So what's really on your mind, you go to a reading for a purpose, right? You understand, you're there for, I want to say, so much of the time people come to me to do readings, they know the answer, they just don't want to face it. So what I find is that when I'm doing readings, people already know what to do. They know what they want. They may have a little trouble with the details.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Norm's Friends. How are you today?
I'm wonderful. Hi, Dave. Hi, Laura. How is everybody?
Everybody's fine. And how is the energy lady today?
The energy lady is fine.
All right.
Can Laura give me a reading?
She sure can.
Oh,
You're
hi.
on.
How are you?
I'm wonderful.
What's your name?
The energy lady.
I call you the energy lady.
Yeah.
All right. Anything on your mind in particular? You just want me to throw some cards?
I never got nothing on my mind particularly. Just read the cards. Thank you.
That's why I
Well,
always
the
do
first-
Jen.
The first card I got here, I start with Oracle cards. The first card I got is the lavender card. When I look at it says connect to body, mind, and soul, but lavender for me is all about clearing out your energy, clearing out any energy that's up there inside of you that needs to kind of go. So whether you need to do a dance or take a run, tonight's the full moon. Make sure you go outside and have a look at that full moon and howl at the moon. Lavender's about letting it go and just connecting those energies inside of you. In addition, I use my crow cards. Again, love them.
Crow
Love them.
cards?
Crow
I've
cards.
never seen them before.
Love them. I'm telling you.
this
I
will
went
be
to
a
Alaska
southern-
and I saw a bunch of them. I went to Alaska and I saw a bunch of them and I came back and I said, this is what I want. This is how they work. So let's connect to
All
my
right.
lavender. We got 3 cards we're going to pull out for you. I got the Knight of Swords. So Knight of Swords is all really quick. Knight of Swords is that quick energy. So again, go out there. You want to howl at the moon tonight. You want to have some fun. In addition, I have Temperance, and with my Temperance card, it's a little. I almost feel like it's a little bit of things might be a little uneven. It might be too much. It could be a little bit too much good time, not enough good times. So you want to balance that energy. And then we're going to follow up with the Queen of Wands. So Queens of Wands, again, really exciting energy. We got the Wands coming in, that fire energy, but also the Queen who is really trying to remain stable and really trying to get a balance and a sense of what's going on. So my advice to you right now is to go out there and have some action and really let loose some of that energy just to get, you know what I mean? You get nervous energy, you get that electricity running through you. If you can feel that, kind of do a little dance, play some music, have some fun, and get a good night's rest. So maintain that balance, and when you wake up in the morning, to feel a little bit of that clarity and maybe a little bit of calmingness in the mood. How's that?
So I gotta go out there and go, oh!
Go out and howl at the moon,
There
put
you-
some
look
music
at
on,
that.
get a group of friends together, have some fun tonight, and get tired. You know what I mean? Get rid of that
Out the
energy.
back porch. Out on the back porch.
Absolutely.
Get out there and scream.
Absolutely.
There you are.
Hey, Dave,
Yeah.
what did one beetle say to the other?
What did one be? I don't know.
I want to hold your hand.
Sweet. Very sweet.
All right, very good. Very good. So stay warm. And by the way, she said the full moon is tonight, but I'm going to correct her. The full moon was at 2:37 this afternoon.
I've been corrected.
Now, how
Well,
can you see the moon when the sun is shining?
you can.
can,
Go
you
look.
can.
You can.
You can.
You don't see the moon over the mountains.
Right, and you can see it at nighttime also, but you can see it during the day, believe it or not. You can.
Or moon over Miami.
Moon over
That's
Miami.
right.
That's it.
That's right. That's right. What is it?
Moon over Miami.
Miami, yeah, a moon over Miami.
And what was the Cher and Nicolas Cage movie about
I
the
don't-
moon?
I
What
don't
was that?
like Nicolas-
Moonstruck.
Blue moon.
Moonstruck.
Oh, Moonstruck. That's right, Blue Moon.
Yeah.
It's a big moon tonight. It's
And
supposed to be the
moon is the
biggest.
sky, like a big pizza pie with somebody.
All
So get a
right.
pizza tonight too.
So there you go.
Okie dokie.
Don't forget, let it all out tonight, energy lady, and we'll talk to you soon.
I'm always ready to get all out. That's my problem. I love
Right.
it.
All right.
Thank you for the reading.
Thanks for
You're
calling.
welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Fun. Yes, so get out there and howl at the moon tonight. Absolutely.
But yeah, because I asked Alexa when, I just did it a couple of days ago. I'm glad I asked, Alexa, when's the next full moon? And then she said today.
I didn't get
And then
that
I
down.
even asked this morning again. I said, when's the next full moon? She said this afternoon at 2:30. I'm pretty sure at 2:37 p.m.
So we're waning. We're already waning.
Right, that's
We're
right.
waning.
Imagine. So I got all my crystals out. By the way, I have 24 crystals, 25 crystals.
You count?
I got them all out. Yeah, when I was putting them out today. That includes my crystal ball.
Nice.
With all different kinds of crystals. And
Our peach moonstone.
which is now, what kind of energy does that hold?
Actually, it's good for clearing energy. So I talked to my good friend Sonia, and it's good for clearing energy. And she uses it to clear out her other crystals.
Wow, I use this to clear out all
And
the
you can use that
crystals.
as-
I have a
as
big
well,
wand at home.
And the
but
yeah,
I
the
bring
wands are
this is
amazing.
nice. You know, this is the travel.
I'll run that
selenite.
through me head, shoulders, and
I do the whole thing. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, you can always tell where it needs more, right? I can feel it as you can.
You can
As I
close your
wand,
eyes. Yeah.
I can feel it.
And I'll just use salt sometimes.
Yeah.
I'll just throw some salt and over me and around me.
Well, until we get another call, could I have a reading, please? Tarot. How about tarot?
Can I start with my oracle?
Yeah. Yeah. Do the
Oracle.
same like you did for Jackie. I mean, I'm sorry,
The energy.
the energy lady.
Oh, I'm gonna have to get rid of her energy.
The energy lady. Now, and what's the deal with this? How long have you been doing the what are these again?
Oracle cards.
Oracle. What kind of oracle? Like I have psychic oracle cards. These are just oracle.
So, you got rainbow.
look
No
at that.
surprise here.
I'm all-
Connect to spirit. Connect to spirit, nature. This is you are.
Ah,
Yep. You
I am.
Straight up.
All right, I
Connecting to
love
that
it.
energy. No surprise with that one. So oracle cards just kind of give. So when I throw an oracle card, it gives you a sense of what's coming up in the reading and how the reading connects.
All right.
So I'll connect that.
All right. So
And when I did the energy lady, it was all right. It was all about energy. And it was all her first card, connect mind, body, soul.
Right, yeah.
Everything was about energy running through her. So your first card. So I mix and match the cards. The oracle cards. Generally, this deck I actually picked up. Where did I pick it up? Give me a minute. It's in New Hampshire, Portsmouth.
wow.
And I picked
yeah.
it up in Portsmouth. There's a shop kind of off in the corner. And they have a lot of shells and crystals and all sorts. In the back room, it was all sorts of seashells. So they have a bunch of decks, and I walked by and it was started. You know when you walk by and you go. So I was like, pick up the deck. I picked up the deck, and I've been using it ever since. I love it.
good.
I can do it just single reading. So I
And how long ago was
Just
it
do
that
this.
you've been picked these up?
it's been 4 or 5 years
Oh.
at this point. Yeah.
Well, I like the first card so far because
Isn't that beautiful?
I may have been feling connected with the spirit around
Connect
with
to
that
spirit.
card. How can you
And
not?
generally, and I get this for people who are intuitive, they'll get that. The next deck, we're going to use the Crow Tarot.
We're going to use the what?
The Crow,
Oh, all right. That's what you
do
used
the
for the energy lady.
the energy
All right.
lady. Boy, a lot of energy.
Now, when you give a reading, do you let the people touch the cards at all to get their energy on them?
No.
Oh, I always
not,
do.
Not that they're not allowed to, because some people, can I touch the? Yes, anyone can touch my cards.
Oh, when I do a reading, I always have them shuffle whatever they want to get their energy on the cards.
No.
And do you let them pick the cards or you pick them?
Most of the time, I pick them unless I'm just like. You
Oh,
need
and
to
I
pick
always
them.
let them pick the cards because it's, you get the cards you're supposed to get.
No, they still get them. Trust me. They still get it. They get what they need to know. They get what they came
I mean, that's
for.
the beauty of what we do. We're all individuals. We have our own way that we go about doing it,
Yep.
and it's all what works for you.
Yeah.
What makes you
And-
sort of connect the best.
And we've had to learn to do it on Zoom and through the phone. These
I'm
past few years,
I'm
we've had to.
so zoomed out. I can't stand Zoom.
Yeah.
They were even. Are you ready? During the pandemic, because I'm doing court work, court stenography, right? They would even to do. Are you ready? Depots by Zoom. Via
Oh, they
Zoom.
have to.
I did one, and I said
Yeah.
after that, that's.
You had to.
Well, you know what they do? They mute you. They mute me.
Of course.
And I'm the one that has to get everything, right? They mute me, and I
Yeah.
can't understand what they're saying. They're talking over each other, and I'm trying to say, excuse me, one at a time, but they can't hear me.
Oh,
Right?
yeah. You can't tape that? I thought you guys taped that, no?
What?
The deposition?
Well,
For you, for your
can
job.
your audio, but even still, if there's two people talking over each other,
I can imagine it gets a lot of emotional.
like I always
Very
been telling them.
emotional.
I told them for 40 years, excuse me, one at a time. I can only take one at a time.
Yeah.
But all right, so back to my reading.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
ready.
so past, present, future. You can read this anyway. Past, present, future pretty much is the standard way that I do the readings when I do 3 cards, but then I all tie them together. It doesn't,
Right, that's
doesn't
me.
have to be that way.
No.
First card is you're holding on, 4 of Pentacles. You're
Ah.
holding on a little too tight. Changes are coming through and you don't want to let go. It can have to do with money. So, and with money, it's not that you don't want to spend it. It's just that there's a concern about money, and your eyes are on it, and you're thinking about you're thinking about, it's almost like, do I really need to spend it, and where is it going? So you're reluctant to spend things right now. The fun card in this, I think, is the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is you're kind of not quite sure where to go. You've got a lot of choices in front of you. It could be things you may need to pay attention. Could be health. It could be career. It could be relationships. It could be success in business. And right now there's a lot happening. You're just really busy. So it's hard for you to kind of stay focused and go with what is calling out for your attention most. And this is the interesting card. So what's coming up is the 10 of Swords for you. 10 of Swords is I'm out. Two things. It could be I'm out, I'm done. You know, when everything's just been mounting. Like in a job, it's just mounting. It's definitely time for me to quit and move on. Or it's time for me to not be bothered with this stuff anymore. I got better things to do. It can also be about making a decision. I think for you, this is what it is about. I think right now you're juggling different opportunities, and a decision needs to be made for you. It's like throwing down, throwing down the swords, and I'm moving on. So what that decision is up for you to.
Well, I can tell you right now, what the whole thing makes. I'll tell you why it all makes sense. What's the first card again?
Not wanting to let go.
Not wanting to let go, but to me, I don't really think it's got to do with money. What it is to me is, it's last month was the last court reporting work I took. I'm not taking any more. So now I'm doing the transcripts, but I'm doing them so slow. It takes everything out of me to sit down. And after, I'm going to say, just getting 5 or 10 pages of a transcript done, I am so, burnt out from doing this job for over 40 years. Right, so that's that.
But it's also bringing some, with that, there's a burnout, but there's also a sense of, that's been security for you.
For you, right. Right, but thank God I don't need to make a lot of money anymore. And then the next card I like, because that's right, because I keep thinking, and I'm almost finished with all the transcripts. And so with the next card, that's right. I'm still on the Seven of Cups there.
Sorry.
Because after I finish the transcripts, that's what I'm figuring. Then court report will completely ancient history, right? And that's what I think I can do this, I'm already realizing it's going to free up a lot of time. I can get involved. Like we'll say, one of the things is my website, because basically now it's just contact info. So shortly I'll be able to, instead of spending time doing transcripts, I'll have time.
And this is about making that choice.
Yeah.
And you haven't yet done it. You haven't yet decided. And being in the middle, the present card is in the midst of it. So it can also be building other adventures, so to speak. And I listened to someone, I was reading somewhere, they're like, you think when you've got something to do, you should only focus on that one thing. And his advice was, no, freaking bring it all in. Bring it all in. Get your brain going, and it gets, it's like it gasses you up almost, and bring it all in and work on different things at the same time. It can feel overwhelming when it all starts working. All of a sudden, you've got events to do, you've got people calling you, you got to go here, there, and everywhere. And it can be overwhelming, but that's when you start paring it back. Okay. And that's when you make that decision and you kind of throw your cards down and I'm there, I've done it. And that's how I feel, when to retire for me is a big thing. I'll know when I know. So
right,
stop stressing.
So now what are these other cards?
So these are Lenormand. These are more of
a
Lenormand, and I'm probably saying it wrong and I apologize. A deck that is more literal.
Oh, okay.
So I put it on your swords to kind of figure out what is going on with your decision. So it has to do with your house. So it is about your house. This is interesting because this can be a gift, a recognition, receiving a gift in your house. And I'm thinking it could be the house itself, because there's a little bit of anxiety hovering over this. So this decision that you're making is making you anxious. Mm-hmm. I think it has to do, it could be working out of your home. And And it could be a certain amount of success in working out of your home that could be causing you anxiety because maybe they don't want people coming and going out of your home. There might be a limit, it's an apartment, it's not a business, and there might be a limit on that. So that could be causing you some anxiety. It could also be being in the house, and the upkeep of a house is causing you the anxiety as well, especially because you got to let, this idea of money not coming in anymore as it had been coming in. So that's changed a little. So you got some, the anxiety, you have to clear it out.
Right,
So
yeah.
next steps for you, you have to clear it out, figure out how best to reduce it, whether it's like the energy lady doing action, getting your body just exercising, I think can reduce that stress. Meditation
I do that daily.
and getting out. I think that is
I love to get out every
huge.
day.
Just
I don't
getting
care
out.
what the weather is, even in a blizzard.
Changing
I
up
love it.
the routine if you need to. I was just reading that and someone was saying change up your routine as needed. I've volunteering, things. I love that idea because it's not about money. It's about what you want to do, and
Right,
you're able
yeah.
to. This is my time. I'm doing this, and it's so exciting to do something like that.
But it is, because this is when I lived in Springfield, Mass. Right? I volunteered at an animal shelter out there for 6 years. I don't know how to explain it. It just lights your whole inside.
Yeah,
It's very fulfilling.
and you like doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to go to volunteer. If you don't like it, don't go. It's very,
Right.
it's very cut and dry.
And nobody, right, they never say anything.
Go,
That's
don't
right.
go,
You want to
so-
show up, I would show up,
Yeah.
I felt like staying home, I'd stay home. But, of course, the thing is, that's the second time I hit that, is, I've been self-employed because the court work is all, self-employed, which I told you a little bit last night. I like all that stuff, so I'm sort of continuing it. And then it's very time-consuming, which I'm glad, because I'm, it's so I can already goes to the first card, already opening up, but
When
I
one
always
closes,
feel
another opens.
right. I always feel connected anyway.
Yeah.
So,
And let it close. I think,
Yeah.
but that's hard. I think that, like I said, I think about it when to retire, and I think it's a really hard thing to do. So having other avenues open to you
yeah,
is huge, and starting
Yeah.
to be able to do that. And if you can financially wing it. But I also think of work
Well-
as something that never happened. Like, I never stop working. I've always worked. It'll never
well,
stop.
so the first job I got, I was 14.
Doing
I
what?
Huh?
Doing what?
I was 14. I lied. It was at IHOP, International House of Pan, in Malden. Right? I lied.
Dishwasher?
I lied. I was a dishwasher.
Bus
yeah.
or a dishwasher?
Busboy dishwasher. Yeah. Yeah, and I'll never forget. It was $1.33 an hour.
Oh,
I
wow.
always remember that.
Wow. I
and-
did chambermaiding. That was my first job.
Wow. And then, I'd get paid, and I can remember in the summertime, I'd get my pay, and I'd go to Revere Beach and spend it all going on the rides.
Oh, how funny.
Right. Because it was
funny.
the amusement park.
How long did you have the
down there.
job for?
I had it for a couple of years.
So this is your card, transformation. This is about you and transformation, which goes right into this, right? Starting with,
Oh, the heart. That's I love it. I love this.
Yeah,
I feel.
transformation.
This is amazing because I can feel them. I could feel the energy from these cards.
These cards, yeah. Yeah, it's all about transformation. Transformation right here, finally getting to that final chapter and just letting go of it.
Wow.
So you got some changes coming in, but good. And you're in the midst of it. You're in the midst of it. It's nothing new.
Right, and it's all feeling good too, by the
Oh,
way.
yeah.
It's all feeling good.
It's a little bit on fire here. So it's a lot of action, a lot of active energy happening.
I
You're
love
a
it.
part of it. You're not just like passively waiting for things to happen.
Right, yeah.
Being a part of it
I
is
love
huge.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, so those are most of my decks. That's some of my decks.
Thank you. Wow, look at all
Sure.
that. See, look
I
at me.
know.
I bring one.
Yeah.
I bring one deck. I think the
So
most I bring, well, I only have, what do I have? 1, 2, I have 4 decks. I only not brought more than 2. The first tarot deck I ever got, it's a little, it's only about this big, right?
Oh, a mini one?
Yeah. And it's, some people now, they call it the kids deck. I forget the name of it. It's a, I love it though, because to me it's
It's like
when,
the beginning Rider's Waite. Does it have the explanations on the front?
no
of the-
no explanations on it. No. But what I like about it is it's such a cheery, uplifting deck. Everybody gets a positive reading, you know.
Well, it's supposed to be helpful and hopeful.
Yeah.
There's no sense bringing people down. There really
I
isn't.
agree. I know. I know. You can tell them they're. You know, you can tell them there's a real rough patch ahead in a nice way.
Exactly. But, you know, people have said this to me, and I agree. It's your choice. We have choice. How many
That's
decisions
right.
do we make a day? It's a lot. So this I brought. So might as well go with the final deck. The final deck is my Mother Peace round
Is this going to be
tarot.
added on to my reading?
We can. So I love this little. So our friend Sonia showed me this little reading. It's 5-6 cards. So we can do
All right. Now, what deck is this again?
Mother Peace Tarot, and it's round.
Mother what? Tarot?
Mother Peace.
Mother Pete?
No. Mother Peace
Oh,
Tarot.
Mother Peace. I thought you said Mother Pete, like.
Mother Peace round tarot deck.
Oh.
It came out, I think, in the 70s.
And you got your hands on them how?
My girlfriend, a very close friend from high school, you know, when we graduated and went our separate ways, but kept in touch. And I keep in touch with her family, and she passed away about 10 years ago. And so when her sister was cleaning out the house, she found the cards, and then she gave them to me.
Nice.
So these are, it goes up, down, left, east, and west.
What does?
The cards, because they're round.
Oh.
You know, in a traditional tarot deck, you either go up or down. It's either upright or reversed. This is 4 directions. I don't really fully understand it, but, you know, you just read them.
Right.
You don't stress it.
But, you know, when I do tarot readings, all my cards are upright.
Oh, you do? You always do upright?
Yeah. And I can, you know, you could tell, or I can, if it's, you know, needs to be reversed.
Oh, this is interesting for you.
Wow, look at this.
Yep, look at this is right. So it ends up, oh, that's you, 10 of Cups. So right now you're having a good time.
I have a good time every day.
Good time.
I tell everybody that all the time. I have the time of my
You're
life
living large.
every day.
You're happy, you got it
That's
all.
right.
And everything you wanted, you have. And I think that's so key, because sometimes I think people have everything they want and they don't understand that they have everything they want, and that, you know.
But you know why? And this is what I tell everyone. I've said it on here hundreds of times. You know what it is? Because they never look inside.
Yeah.
They never look
They
inside.
focus on the outside and they focus on
All
the
of the
physical,
physical,
and what can we
material
see.
stuff as opposed to their spiritual
Yep.
self.
Now the card, I'm not jumping to the end of this because some cards were in that last reading, which I always love when that happens. But the first
Okay.
card you got is Star, all about destiny, succeeding, reaching, you're not quite there yet. You're still working on stuff. You're trying to upright it. But I feel like everything
Yeah.
is in your bag. Everything is there for you. You just got to upright it, right? You have it all.
Yep.
You just got to work with it, which is
Yep.
was like the similar to the Seven of Cups. Anyway, but presently in this card says we got the Son of Swords. So with the Son of Swords, a lot of action, because the Sun is all about action, and swords. It can be planning, it can be health. I feel like it's you making plans, because this is all about you planning, right? That's
Yeah,
what
that's
we're
what I've
doing.
sort of been
so it's
doing.
acting
Yeah.
on. It's putting
Yeah.
together what you've been thinking about. It's putting together things we've looked at money, putting together things you've always wanted
Yeah.
to do.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Norm's Friends. How are you today?
Good afternoon to everybody.
Mary, how are you?
Good, better than I have been.
Well, that's good. What's the latest? What's the prognosis? You all clear or what?
Yeah, she's gonna say, you know, I could talk to her and everything else. Last, when I saw the doctor, she says, okay, you can go back, she says. And then I gotta go back the following week, make sure everything's okay.
Everything's okay. I can just tell, Mary. I
Yeah.
can tell. See that? I told you, remember? Several weeks ago. You'll be fine in no
Yeah.
time. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at
Yeah.
that. Now, are you doing your show tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll be in tomorrow.
All right. Do you have any guests?
No,
do-
right now, I kind of, you know, it's summertime and, you know, and everything, so.
Right. And I was lucky enough to to hook this guest of mine,
Snack.
Laura, today.
Yes,
So,
I see her.
Yeah,
She give me a rating.
she sure
Sure.
can. She's going to give you a reading, Mary. And while she's shuffling the cards, everyone, tomorrow, same time slot, but on Thursday, 5 to 6, Cruising with Mary. Check her out. Another good show.
If you like to, you can. If you get time, you can. If you want to, you can pop in tomorrow and join us.
All right, thanks for the invite, Mary. I just might, because I have no plans for the rest of the week. Poor me.
Well, pop in with us.
All right, here you go, Mary.
So, Mary,
Okay.
hi, Mary. How are you?
Hi, good, and you?
Good. So the first card I pulled for you was Burgundy. It's literally a bottle of wine. Awaken your passion. And to me, this just speaks of a deep.
Could hold it? Yeah.
A deep gaining a deep understanding of who you are and what you're doing here. I feel like there's a lot of reflection happening now, because the other card with this is purple. Purple is all about mental clarity. This purple in particular is about awakening that third eye, awakening your perception of who you are and how you see those people who are around you. I'm wondering if you're having conversations maybe with other people's about your relationship with other people's. I almost feel like this is something that's been going on for a while, and now you're literally awakening up to it. You're now coming into contact with others, or you're coming into contact with thoughts and ideas and beliefs you've had for a while, and you're now having to work them out, and you're taking the time now to actually work on some lifetime issues that have needed your attention, that you maybe haven't been paying attention to, or just purposely, I'm just not ready to deal with it. I'll get there though. I'll get with it. And it feels like you're kind of on the abyss and kind of looking into the, if you've climbed a mountain and you look down below the valley, this it almost feels like that. Kind of like Horton Hears a Who. You ever read Horton Hears a Who and Dr. Seuss? Where he's looking, and then that it almost feels like that. Understanding yourself in it's a very small piece of this world that we're finding out is really much larger than we understand. So I'm going to throw 3 more cards for you.
Oh, more cards coming up,
More
Mary.
cards.
Okay.
The first card is the Magician. The Magician is all about you it speaks to you being able to put together what you've been thinking about. You've been taking the time, you've been doing a lot of reflection, putting things together, and finally it's coming to work. Also acting as the 3 of Wands is really acting as a bridge between, again, I get the sense of you being a bridge between others, bridge between other people, maybe as a peacemaker, bringing people together, but also as a bridge to you. And I do want to say spirit. I don't know if you talk to spirit. I don't know, a religious person, and really thinking about, there's a sense of what's beyond the world that you are in, what's beyond your house, what's beyond the community and neighborhood, what's out there. And the final card for you is the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles, again, is that idea of listening to your voice, listening to your inner voice. There's, again, listening to what your heart is telling you, what your inside is telling you. Don't, when you get those thoughts in your head and you're like, oh, that's foolish, that's nonsense, follow it through. See where it takes you, because I think you've got more work there, and you have the time to take the time to do it, take the time to follow it through. And the benefit is going to be for you. Whether you need to have some conversations with people, whether you need to set up meetings with people, getting people together, and acting as that bridge for others, but really following through with those little thoughts you get in your head. Don't discard them. See what's there for you. And this card is about making decisions, not what you think you should do, but decisions on what is good for you, true for you. Not even good for you. It's about being true to yourself, being true to what is in your heart that you know is true, and having that courage and having that intention to just, I need to do this.
Bite the bullet.
Bite the bullet and just do it.
See that, Mary?
How's that feel?
Yes, I understand what she's saying, and it's true what she's saying. I understand it.
All right.
Good.
Very
So-
good.
A lot of compassion for yourself, as well as others, which I think you sound a very compassionate person, a lot of love for others. Share that love with yourself.
Hey,
Sounds good. Thank you.
hey, Mary, how are the kitties?
You're doing good, Jack. Right beside me, I have Queen Addie sitting
Oh.
right next to me. And the princess, she's walking around. I'm surprised she had to come up here. Usually when I talk, she comes up and says something to me when I'm on the phone.
Oh, she's hearing a strange voice today. That's why. She's over there.
Yes. Yeah. She usually says, she will say hello, my white princess.
All right. All right.
She will say hello. When she wants to feel like doing
Yeah.
it, she'll do it.
Very good. So, Mary, how you feeling, by the way? Because you sound a whole bunch better than
Yeah,
you were.
I'm feeling better than I have been. Way better
Good.
than I have been.
Fantastic. Glad to hear it. So,
Yeah.
all right. So maybe I'll see you tomorrow, Mary. Again.
Alrighty.
Cruising
Sounds
with-
good.
All right. I'll let you go, and I'll finish your plug in a minute. All right, Mary?
All right. Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Tomorrow, 5 to 6 Thursday, same place, Cruising with Mary. Tune in because I just might be here.
Yay! Yay!
So that was pretty good, but so
Those,
did we?
oh, for you?
Yeah, did we finish it?
No. I can put it back. Because this is the one I wanted to get in. This was, you had the sun,
Right.
you doing your plans, you had the Ten of Cups as you. That came in as you. Must have been the Ace of Swords coming
Now,
up.
is there a certain
Star.
meaning, or you just follow the trail, or like when I do read tarot, I just
Big and
put them
small.
all together. It's just
Like a story.
Yeah.
It is. It's a
All
little
right.
bit like a story, but where I place these cards, so this is you. So we talk about cards representing the person, right? Ten of Cups represents where you are right now. Things are good, right? We talked about it's a sunny day.
And that's
You're
right.
good.
That and how.
I got what I want. And
Oh.
whoops.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Norm's Friends. How are you today?
I'm doing pretty good, sir.
All right, Mr. Whoopi, how's it going?
Fine.
All right,
I need a reading from Laura.
all right. She's happy to give you one.
Mr. Whoopi?
That Mr. Whoopi, I'll tell you that. Yeah. While you're shuffling the cards, do you remember when Whoopi got thrown off the View for 2 weeks for talking about the Holocaust?
I don't really pay attention to
I
it.
don't either, but that I did. But I didn't make a long story short. So he called up that day, and I just happened to. I go, imagine no Whoopi for 2 weeks. So that's why I call him Mr. Whoopi.
I gotta move these, so we're gonna go back to yours real quick.
All right, if
got
we can, because you're
if we
running
have
out of time. You got 6 minutes, but
I get 6. I'm gonna pull an oracle card for Mr. Whoopi here.
all right.
Gray, so this is really an interesting card. This can have a lot of meanings. With gray, it can be a time for you to take care with your body, take care with your health. And if you're experiencing any areas of your health that need addressing, address it. Don't push off going to the doctor. Don't push off drinking water, right? You could have a headache, drink some water. You want to stay hydrated, especially in this heat. And you want to kind of just take the time, take a minute to just kind of check in with yourself, whether it's emotionally you're having some difficulties or health-wise. It doesn't have to be health, though. This can just be a moment of checking in, finding that quiet time to just reflect, and not even reflect, not active thinking, but that, we talk about mindfulness and meditation, and taking that moment to kind of shut your head down, shut your mind down with all the thoughts you may be having, and just kind of go from the top of your head, go down your shoulders, down through your torso, down through your legs, and just check in. Also with the gray, what I've come to notice with people who get this gray is it can also be a time to connect with the earth, and it may be a time to just go outside and put your feet on the ground and just get some of that earth energy coming up. Feeling the ground underneath us. It could be going to the beach. It could be just going into a park, backyard if you have one. Going somewhere in your bare feet and putting your feet down and really enjoying that. And it can also be getting outside in the sun, not too much though, because it's so hot. Again, glass of water. And for some people, it's really connecting with who, if you have a sense of past lives and you believe in that, where your soul life is, and getting and connecting to that, your soul life, connect to where you've been, where your soul may have been previously. So I find that gray is just this really, it's such an intense card, a lot going on with it, and it seems, when you say gray, you're like, but it's actually it's the beginning of a lot of action, and a lot going on with you. So the first card that popped out literally is the Queen of Wands. Is there a woman in your life who is very balanced, might be a little controlling, might be a little exciting, a little emotional? Is there someone like that in your life?
Yeah.
There is. Because she popped out, literally popped out. And I got 2 cards. And the other card I got, the Hierophant, which to me speaks, are you a religious person, going to church spiritually? Again, this is about reaching spirit, whether you do it meditation, whether you go to an organized religion like a church or temple, or whether you do it at home. Again, we've talked about the moon, although apparently we're waning. It's
Right.
It's not a full moon anymore.
If we didn't pay attention, it's gone.
Connecting to that moon energy outside tonight, which I think would be a great thing to do. Mixing up the moon and the sun energy, getting outside, especially as it cools down at night. And the final card for you is Knight of Swords, a lot of action. So there's a lot of fire in this reading. It starts out with gray, with this really getting to know yourself, but then around you it feels like a lot of action. It feels like connecting to spirit, because I feel like you are a very spiritual person who, if you haven't been meditating, it might be a time to just put on some quiet music at night and just listen to the music and take 5 minutes. It doesn't have to be an hour. 5 minutes, and just kind of let the music roll through you, and get back to life. But I feel like you are connected to spirit, and this is something that is calling you to do that, to take time out, to think about meditating, to think about taking time for yourself. Because I feel like around you is a lot of action, whether it's if there's a young man, is there a young man around you, like a son or a nephew or something like this? If there's someone like that, they might also be in your life who's very active. I feel like there are people in your life who are very active, but for you, it's about taking that time out for yourself and understanding yourself. And again, the card I pulled for you, same thing. That's exactly what it says. Take a step back, spend some time alone, and time to give to yourself. These are, again, the Lover's Oracle card, which is, for me, I do it about self-love. And again, that's the card that came out, just taking some time for yourself right now, finding quiet time, if you can put flowers in the house, and just finding that quiet place where you can take a time out every day, 5 minutes if you can. How's that sound?
Very good. I'll take a walk in the moon tonight.
Beautiful.
All right. There you are. There you are.
I love
there
it.
You go.
On the back porch and howl.
Beautiful. And the energy
Right.
lady.
I know, like the energy lady. I know, maybe they're neighbors.
Thank you.
All right. Hey, thanks for calling. I got to let you go because she's got to wrap it up here. She's got to scram early, so.
I got to scram.
Yeah,
Right.
drive carefully.
Yeah, always.
All right.
Always. It's never
Thanks for
much.
calling. Enjoy the heat. Don't forget, check out that moon tonight.
I will.
All right. Thanks again. We'll see you.
All right.
Bye.
Okay, Dave. Bye-bye.
Have a good day. Before you go, we're going to finish up your reading then.
All right.
Ace of Cups, new beginnings, new relationships. So although you finished up with everything, get everything you want in life, guess what? It's time to start new, reaching out to new people.
New doors are opening.
New doors are opening. We also got the Ace of Swords. new ideas, new plans, a lot of newness coming out, offers
I
for
love
you.
this reading.
And the other one that came up, which is what I was saying, ultimately we're looking at making decisions. And I think the decisions are going to have to be with ideas and opportunities for you that you don't even know that they're yet. They haven't even
I
shown
agree.
themselves.
I
To
agree.
you got more coming in. You're going to get a little crazier. So enjoy the crazy and enjoy the busy. And I got to pack up.
All right, as you're packing up,
As I pack up.
tell them again who you are, how they can get in touch with you, what you do.
I'm Laura. I'm at angelsandtarot.com. My phone number is 978-943-6595. My website is angelsandtarot.com. And what else? You can email me at laura@angelsandtarot.com. I will be at Gina's Psychic Fair in Newburyport this Saturday. I think it's 12
it's
to
next
4.
Saturday, the 23rd.
Oh, I'm sorry. Next Saturday. And then
It's the same thing as the moon.
at next Saturday, that's my next big event, and you'll be there as well.
I'll be there as well. That's right.
So
Newburyport.
I think there's going to be about 30 to 40 vendors and psychics and card readers and mediums.
Now, do they
and
sort of like try to get there earlier so they can get the first spot as people walk in the door?
I think she signed you the.
Oh, I don't really
She
care because
sounds-
you know me, I'm one of those.
Yeah.
People connect with you, it
Connect,
doesn't matter where
yeah.
you are.
Exactly, and I believe VFW, right, Newburyport.
I thought it was the Elks.
Oh, it's the Elks. I can't. I don't know. I don't know.
No.
But Newburyport.
Right.
Psychic Fair, July 23rd, and it's the same day of the River Festival. So if you don't see us,
Go to the River Festival. And you'll see us there later.
Exactly. Hey, this was really fun. Thank
All
you.
right,
I really enjoyed
thanks
it.
for stopping by.
We'll
It was
be
a
in
pleasure
touch.
to
And
help
I
you. Yeah.
gotta pack up. Like.
Yeah,
Oh
if
my
you're
gosh.
you're welcome to come back now that you've got one show under
Oh,
your
I would
belt.
love to. Bring some more toys.
There you go. All right.
Thank you. And goodbye, everyone.
All right. So, seeing as you're going, I might as well just keep it up. I'm going to give a general reading to everyone, which I haven't done in a while, so I'll do that. And just so everyone knows, so far, next week, there's no guest. I'll bring the crystal ball if I don't have a guest by then. Whoop. Look at this. Good afternoon. Welcome to Norm's Friends. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you. And you, Dave?
I'm very well. What's going on? How are you?
I'm much better. I've been in the hospital twice in a week.
I've heard.
5 days, five days out of 7.
Wow, that's not fun. Especially you missed, the weather was fantastic. No humidity.
I know.
Wow, so how you
I lost a
feeling?
lot of weight.
Get out. Wow.
I'm flat now. No more belly.
Well, I never noticed it anyway, so how much
Well, it was there.
wow, how much
I
weight?
lost about 30 pounds.
You're kidding me.
Yeah. I had
Wow.
already lost 21 in 3 weeks, so I lost another 9 pounds last week.
Wow. So
See
now
all the stress.
right, so John, take us through it now. What happened? I got Anthony sent me emails, but tell us what happened here.
Well, I'm surprised that it happened on a day that I was relaxing, because it was my day off and not a day at work.
Uh-huh.
So I was not stressed. I had just taken a shower, got dressed, and was getting ready to go to the bank, and I felt hungry, so I made a turkey sandwich. And as I'm eating my turkey sandwich,
Yeah.
I'm sweating like a pig, and I'm dizzy and I can't stay in the bed. So I went to the bathroom. I couldn't sit on the toilet, so I called 911. I realized that I couldn't control it,
Wow.
and they picked me up on the floor of the bathroom and put me in the ambulance before I even had a chest pain. I was being dehydrated so fast, it was incredible. They found 4 arteries that were clogged. One was 99.9%, and that one was causing a major problem. It had a big blood clot on it.
Wow. Yeah.
It was racing from my heart. So they got, and so all the blood was running out of the heart, but it wasn't going back in. So they got rid of that, and then they had me in rest for a day. month I was out of the crisis, and on Thursday they put 3 more stints. I had one that was 90%, and one was 88%, and one that was 80%.
Wow.
And I don't understand in this day and age, with all the technology that we have, when you go get a physical, which I had about a month ago, we can't take a test to see if our arteries are clogged.
Well, you know what they do when they...
It would be simple.
Yeah, but you know what happens, John? It's because, you know, when you go for your physical, they take blood. So when they take the blood, they go, well, the circulatory system's working because they got blood. And then, you know, that's it. So that's what happens.
Well, the blood thing only takes care of your cholesterol.
Right. Well, whatever they measure. I mean, but that, you know, they don't think anything's wrong because they see the blood filling up the tube. So they go, oh, this guy's all right. You know how they
I gotta change. I gotta change my diet. No more. What do they call that? No more hot dogs and bologna, stuff like that. No more. Oh, there's a word for it. It's all mush food. No more of that stuff.
What about pizza? What about pizza?
Now, pizza, if you do it reasonably, it's all right.
Oh, that was good.
You don't put hot dogs on there or bologna, you know.
Well, right.
Everything is good in moderation. So I'm planning on going back to work on Friday, slowly. No more lifting for at least 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll be doing lightweight, and I have to cut my hours, and I don't like that because I got to pay the bill.
Well, exactly, and the bill's going up, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and the pharmaceutical gave me the wrong medication, and that reacted.
Yep.
That's why I ended up on Sunday back into the hospital.
Wow. There you go, lawsuit. Just tell them I want money.
I'm not a lawsuit person. I don't like that, but I did find out that when you're in the hospital after you had an emergency, it's called observation.
Yeah.
And Medicare doesn't pay anything for that, so they should at least take care of the cost. They caused it, and give me back my money for the meds that I'm not supposed to be using.
I agree. Wow. But, you know, I was using sarcasm when I said I want money because I've been working with attorneys for over 40 years. So, you know what it gets to you.
Yeah.
So, you know.
So do you see anything else that might be troubling me in the next month? Another attack or something? Or am I on the mend?
I'm not feeling anything, John. I'm going to say, you know, listen to doctor's orders. I'm not, and this is all psychically, I'm not feeling, you know, I'm not getting any thumps, shall we say, or I'm not feeling any bumps in the road. So the next month, free and clear, follow the doctor's orders.
That I am doing. I am following. I had a good heart surgeon, and I'm happy they saved my life.
Yeah, they did. So, you know, with the stents, that's, you know, it's like day and night. So, you know, you're fortunate they got it. And, you know, with the stent, you should notice a big improvement in your energy level. I would imagine your energy level, believe it or not, you'll feel more up. You'll feel more, you know, a bit more like, you know, with the get-go to you. Now that they put the stents in, because, you know, your circulatory system is functioning better, a lot better than it was. So, you know, your blood's bringing fresh oxygen to all these different parts of your body.
I'll tell you one thing, it has slowed me down. I walk slower, and until I get back my grip.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
I walk much slower now until I get back my grip, but I'm going to come back. This is not the first time I've had an emergency life experience. This is my 14th time in my life, so
wow.
I've always come back.
Wow. See, knock on wood, I've had none, so I can't imagine what it's like having 14.
But the thing is, Dave, how many times can you cheat death?
Well, you can keep...
Knock on wood?
Well, exactly, but, you know, it's not really that you're cheating death. It's, you know, I'm a firm believer, John. It's, you know, when God wants you, God gets you. It's, you know, so...
That is true.
You know, you have all these, shall we say, issues that happen to you. It's every one of them is a learning block or a stepping stone, shall we say, for you to expand your horizon and, it's understand more about life and who we really are, and make you feel more appreciative and have gratitude as it humbles you all at the same time. But
That's for sure.
yeah, so let me ask you
Thank
though.
you very much.
You're welcome, but I just wanted one quick question. You said you're walking slower. Is that because of you have like pain after the surgery, or you just can't walk any faster?
I'm just not as steady right now. I got to regain some strength.
Oh, all right. You will. You will. Within the next month also, but don't overdo it, John. You'll be fine. I see like I said, I don't see any bumps in the road. No potholes.
All right, thank you. I don't like potholes.
Right. All right.
Have a good night.
All right, you too. Thanks for calling. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, so there you have it. John, he's fortunate. He was lucky that they got there in time and got him all straightened out. He's going to be fine. So let me see. We only have a couple of minutes left. I'm just going to pull one card. We'll take the bottom one here because a couple came out together. I'm going to pull one card just to see what's going on, what kind of attitude we need for the sort of. Good afternoon. Welcome to Norm's Friends. How are you today?
Good. Good, thank you. What I want to say is, if you read the paper at the beginning of the week, the opium crisis is growing up in New Hampshire. It's really climbing in New Hampshire and the whole state
Wow.
of our country. Now, you wonder why? Well, this idiot in Washington is letting those people come in across the border every day. With thousands of bringing in drugs, the cartel. In fact, I think the cartel has a picture of Biden in their headquarters. But anyway,
I don't mean to laugh,
that's why
but
the opium is going up. It's going to get even worse now that they're coming by the thousands,
Right.
And not only that, that idiot doesn't listen to the Secret Service. They told him, remember that he fell off the bike a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, they told him not to take the training wheel off, and he did. So anyway,
I like
thank
that.
you very much, and have a great day.
Thanks for calling. Bye-bye. And I just want to mention, I only got 2 minutes left, but so real quick, the Four of Pentacles. So everybody, what we have to do is just beware. Watch your surroundings, sort of before, look before you leap. That's all. Pay attention in that way. And when it comes to, they're letting everybody come in through that southern border. It's a shame. And what they do is they like dumb people, because I'll tell you why. Dumb people don't know their rights. And with dumb people, these politicians get away with all kinds of stuff. I got 30 seconds. I'm David B., the readings guy. 603-404-9338. And until next week, remember, you are a winner.